We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Lance Lynn, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch. Ricky Henderson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Kinsler retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Al Simmons.
Stepping up now, Al Simmons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Simmons is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Jimmy Fox, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out, nobody on. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
In now, Reggie Jackson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. A's 0. Rangers coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Rich Harden, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Ian Kinsler. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a curveball in for a strike. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a team that if you look at the standings, you would say they haven't executed all year. But you know what? Today's a different day.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. 6th home run on the season for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat, and they can go deep.
So coming to the plate, Mark Teixeira. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Frank Howard.
So striding in, Frank Howard. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Nope. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Hit to short. Simeon's there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Rafael Palmeiro. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to the right side. Giambi gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Rangers are in the run column first on the strength of this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Texas. Second inning set to go, and in steps first baseman Jason Giambi.
The first baseman, Jason Giambi.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Striding into the box, Terry Steinberg. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here comes the first pitch. Jambi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. One ball and two strikes to the A's catcher. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Terry Steinberg goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Chavez.
At the plate, Eric Chavez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Chavez, 23 years old. He's in year one of a new 3-year deal. Now the 1-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And that's off the left field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Standing in, Marcus Semien, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now to the plate, Mark Ellis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is lifted out to left. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. And not in time as the run scores. And he will be safe at the plate as he just beats the tag by Rodriguez.
Now batting.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
At the plate now, Ricky Henderson. Hamilton is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Al Simmons, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the A's 2 and the Rangers 1. Stepping into the box, Juan Gonzalez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Gonzalez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Pudge Rodriguez, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Jackson has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Toby Hara.
So digging in now, Toby Hara. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Behind 0-2 now. Ball 1, well below the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
The numbers coming in: 278 the average, 11 home runs, and 25 driven in. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Texas. Our score remains 2-1. Next up for the A's, Jimmy Fox. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jimmy Fox.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third, and that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. So now to the plate, Reggie Jackson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 delivery. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jason Giambi.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And standing in, the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP, Jason Giambi. First offering on its way.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Chopper to short. A barehand play by Andrus. To second for 1 to Giambi, but it's too late. Good hustle to beat that one out.
Now batting,
Digging in, Terry Steinberg. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Ready with the 1-0. Steinberg playing here in his age 34 season. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
At the plate, Eric Chavez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac with you in the booth for this one.
and good.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh and 1, here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. And a good throw gets him one gone. Up next for the Rangers, Ian Kinsler. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jackson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Mark Teixeira. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They still trail it here 2-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien, number 10 for him on the year, and it's given the A's a 3-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Mark Ellis. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first down. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Standing in now, Ricky Henderson. He grounds it sharply to third, but that finds its way through for a base hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
In now, Al Simmons, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Jimmy Fox. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Fox brings in a batting average right at .290, a respectable number for sure. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Now batting.
Into the box, Reggie Jackson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Now a curveball misses inside.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Stepping in now, Jason Giambi, fouled off. Three runs already home here. And he misses with it, 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 catches the corner, got him looking. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the A's 5 and the Rangers 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Frank Howard.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-0 the count. And the pitch. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count now. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Henderson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Rafael Palmeiro. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's down to third. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Juan Gonzalez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And he fouls this one off. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Pudge Rodriguez would be next. 3-2 pitch. Is at the knees and called strike 3. Rangers set down in order. They're down 5-1. Ready once again, Terry Steinberg. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Terry Steinberg.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Now the 2-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Rangers skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound, and he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Dick Bosson will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Dick Bosson.
To the plate now, Eric Chavez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Chopper to short. Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter.
So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Marcus Semien is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mark Ellis.
At the plate, Mark Ellis. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Andres shading to his right, and that retires the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 1. Ready for another chance? Pudge Rodriguez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Rodriguez.
Pitch on the way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Hard ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in, Toby Hara.
Toby Hara.
50th pitch of the game on its way. A high fastball is in there. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Now another 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Josh Hamilton, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Settling in now, Josh Hamilton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Low with the splitter, ball 1. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Elvis.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Elvis Andrus. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. 2 out with a man at first. Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ricky Henderson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Henderson.
Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gonzalez is there, 1 away.
Now back.
Stepping into the box, Al Simmons. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Into the box now, Jimmy Fox. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And it's fouled away. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Reggie Jackson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Reggie.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
First and second now, 1 man out. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
At the plate, Jason Giambi popped him up. Rodriguez over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's strand a couple. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Blue Moon Odom enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 13, Blue Moon Odom.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Ian Kinsler.
The second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. Now the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Teixeira, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit pretty well out to left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Number 33.
Now batting, Frank Howard. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Odom has tossed more than 60 innings on the year, and with an ERA in the 5s has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Rafael Palmeiro would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. There's ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Palmeiro, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. They trail 6-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next to hit is the catcher, Terry Steinberg. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 4.
So striding forward now, Eric Chavez. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count even now at 1-1. And the pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And there's out number 2. Riding in once again, Marcus Semien. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. A's are gone in order. They lead it 6-1. Leading off the inning, Juan Gonzalez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Jackson is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The pitcher.
So stepping in, Pudge Rodriguez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. Another 0-2 home. Hit on the ground to third. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Toby Hara.
Toby Hara.
First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Jim Bigby has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 22. Yeah. Bigby.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Mark Ellis. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The left fielder, number 24.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ricky Henderson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Chopped to third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Popped him up. Rodriguez is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now back, the 7th.
Digging in and looking for more, Al Simmons. He's 1-for-4 for the game. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Sliced hard on the ground. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Dave Stewart is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Dave Stewart.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton.
First offering on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes.
Nope, it's not. Ball two.
Fouled off. Another try at 2-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Once again a 3-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Elvis Andrus is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Here it comes now to Andrus. Skied into straightaway right. Jackson will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Ian Kinsler. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoke on the ground left side. One there on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping in, Jimmy Fox. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here it comes. Liner towards second. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Reggie Jackson, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one on to first to complete the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jason Giambi. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Chopped at the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 1. Striding in to start the ninth, Mark Teixeira, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. Jackson is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now at the plate, Frank Howard. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to the right. Throw to first is in time, and the Rangers are now down to their final out of the game. So next to the plate for Texas, Rafael Palmeiro, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First offering on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Athletics took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Rich Harden takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he gives up only 2 hits in 5 innings of work. Lance Lynn struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.